Hello students, today we will discuss on the topic board meetings. First we will discuss what is the meaning of the meeting. When two or more persons come together for transacting any lawful business, it is a meeting. Now different kinds of meetings are held in the organization like meeting of shareholders, board meetings, meetings of the committee of board, meeting of debenture holders, creditors meeting, meeting of contributories in winding up. Today we will discuss on the topic board meetings. Company raised its capital by issuing the shares to the public. The person who purchased the share is called as shareholder. They are the real owners of the company. They are scattered in a wide range. मीन्स इसका मतलब है कि अगर मुंबई की कंपनी है तो सभी शेयर होल्डर्स मुंबई के ही नहीं रहेंगे. दे कैन बी फ्रॉम पुणे, कलकत्ता, दिल्ली, मद्रास. सो दे आर स्कैटर्ड इन अ वाइड रेंज. So practically it is not possible for them to directly involve in the functioning of the company. So they elect some of the representative among themselves on the board. These representatives individually they are called as directors and collectively they are called as board of directors. A company is an artificial entity. It functions through its directors. Directors frame objectives, prepare plans and policies and takes decisions by passing a resolution by majority at a duly convened meeting. Thus, company meetings plays an important role in the administration of the company affairs. The acts and functions of the directors, it should be according with the act, provision of articles and the resolution passed by the company in the general meeting. To constitute a valid decision of the board meeting, it is necessary that the board meeting should be conveyed by proper authority, proper notice, proper quorum and it should be held under the chairmanship of a proper person. इसका मतलब है कि बोर्ड मीटिंग में जो भी डिसीजंस है ये वैलिड होने के लिए व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ वैलिड अकॉर्डिंग टू द आइज ऑफ लॉ. सो ये डिसीजंस वैलिड होने के लिए बोर्ड मीटिंग शुड बी कन्वेड बाय proper authority, a proper notice should be given, proper quorum होना चाहिए मीटिंग में and the meeting should be held under the chairmanship of a proper person. Frequency of board meetings, section 173(1). First board meeting of the company should be held within 30 days of the date of incorporation of a company and thereafter minimum 4 meetings should be held in a year. There should not be a gap of 120 days between two consecutive meetings. Means पहली मीटिंग कंपनी की बोर्ड मीटिंग 30 डेज के अंदर होना चाहिए फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ इनकॉर्पोरेशन एंड उसके बाद मिनिमम 4 मीटिंग्स एक साल में होनी चाहिए बोर्ड मीटिंग्स एज वेल एज 2 मीटिंग में गैप शुड नॉट बी मोर देन 120 डेज. One person small and dormant company shall conduct at least one meeting of the board of directors in each half of a calendar year. इसका मतलब है 2 मीटिंग्स होनी चाहिए साल में वन पर्सन स्मॉल एंड डॉर्मेंट कंपनी की. वर्चुअल मीटिंग्स सेक्शन 172(21). The participation of directors in a meeting should be either in person. Means डायरेक्टर्स का मीटिंग इन पर्सन मतलब फिजिकली प्रेजेंट रह के भी मीटिंग हो सकता है या इट कैन बी थ्रू वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग और अदर विजुअल मीन्स. बट whenever the meeting is held by video conferencing या visual means, it should be capable of recording, recognizing participants and storing the proceedings. Now next is notice of the meetings, section 173(3). For every board meeting, the notice should be given to all directors in writing at least 7 days before the meeting. This notice should be sent to the directors at their register addressed with the company. This notice should be sent by hand delivery or by post or by electronic means. Meeting of the board may be called at a shorter notice also to transact the urgent business. But whenever the meeting is called at a shorter notice, at least one independent director should be present for the meeting. The notice of the meeting must contain day of the meeting, date of the meeting, time of the meeting, and full address of the venue of the meeting. In certain cases, notice can be sent by fax is sufficient, but notice on telephone cannot be considered as valid. Now we will see conduct of the meeting, agenda of board meeting. Now we will discuss what is agenda. Agenda क्या है? Agenda is a list of things to be done or a summary of points which are going to transact in the meeting. Agenda क्या है? List of things है या list of matters है जो business में ट्रांजैक्ट होंगे या डिस्कस होंगे. इसकी जो लिस्ट है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Agenda. The order of the items appear in agenda is generally the order in which the business is to be taken at the meeting. Means agenda में जैसे लिस्ट है, sequence of list है, according to that sequence only business meeting में business क्या होंगे? ट्रांजैक्ट होंगे. एक एक आइटम according to the list ही क्या करेंगे? डिस्कस करेंगे मीटिंग में. While writing the agenda, it is general practice to place the routine business first and then the special business which requires detailed discussion. Routine discussion के matters agenda में पहले लिखे जाते हैं and जो matters है जिसको ज़्यादा discussion की ज़रूरत है वो बाद में लिखे जाते हैं agenda में. Now along with the notice, the agenda is also sent to the board of directors. क्यों agenda भेजा जाता है notice के साथ board of directors को? So that they can understand the items which are going to be discussed in the meeting and also they can be well prepared for that things to be discussed. Now with respect to the agenda of board meeting, SS1 of ICSI provides as under. The notice, agenda and notes of agenda should be sent at least 7 days before the date of meeting to all directors at their registered address. नोटिस उसके साथ एजेंडा एंड नोट्स ऑफ एजेंडा ये तीनों भी सभी डायरेक्टर्स को उनके रजिस्टर एड्रेस पे एटलीस्ट 7 days बिफोर द मीटिंग दे शुड सेंड. देन ईच आइटम ऑफ द बिजनेस विच शुड बी सपोर्टेड बाय अ नोट. एजेंडा में जो भी आइटम है एवरी आइटम इट शुड बी सपोर्टेड बाय अ नोट. मीटिंग हेल्ड एट शॉर्टर नोटिस. ना अगर मीटिंग शॉर्टर नोटिस पे हेल्ड कर रहे हैं तो नोटिस, एजेंडा एंड नोट्स ऑन एजेंडा इट शुड बी ऑल्सो गिवन एट अ शॉर्टर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम टू ऑल द डायरेक्टर्स. Now supplementary items. Which are the supplementary items? The items which are not included in the agenda are called as supplementary items. These supplementary items can also be discussed in the meeting, but for that permission of the chairman and consent of the majority of directors is needed. Now items in the agenda. How the items in the agenda is placed? It is placed according to the order as routine orders are placed first and the special business which requires a detailed discussion are taken up thereafter. So you understand what is agenda? Agenda is a list of matters or things which are going to be discussed in the meeting. Now time and place of board meeting. There is no any specific provision in respect where the board meeting should be held. Therefore, it can be held at any place and outside business hours as per the convenience of the directors. But for that, an adequate notice to the shareholders at one time or all the time by the company regarding time and dates for inspecting the register should be given. Now see, when the meeting is held outside the office or outside the company, the register of contracts have to remove from the register office, which will violate the provision of the section 189(1). For that, it is necessary to give the notice to the shareholders regarding the time and dates for inspecting the register. A company can hold meeting on public holidays if its article of association permits. अगर articles of association ने permit किया तो ये board meeting है, it can be held at public holidays also. The chairman of the company who would be the chairman of the meeting of the board. Now next is quorum of the meeting. Quorum means minimum number of directors which must be present to make a meeting valid. What is quorum? Quorum क्या है? Minimum number of directors it should be present to make a meeting valid. Meeting valid करने के लिए minimum number of directors meeting में present होना जरूरी है. उस numbers को बोलते हैं quorum. Now the quorum shall be 1/3 of the total directors. If the total directors are 9, then 3 directors shall be the quorum. If the total number of directors are 6, then 2 directors shall be the quorum. Or 2 directors whichever is higher. Means 1/3 of total directors or 2 directors whichever is higher will be the quorum of the meeting. If the number of directors at any time reduced below the quorum at the time of meeting, then the continuing directors may act for the purpose of increasing the number of quorum. If in the meeting 2/3 of the total directors या more than 2/3 directors are interested directors, then at least 2 non-interested directors should be present for meeting. Now I will tell you what is the meaning of interested directors. Interested director means who is personally interested in matter before board meeting. बोर्ड मीटिंग में जो भी मैटर्स डिस्कस हो रहे हैं उस मैटर्स में कोई भी डायरेक्टर अगर पर्सनली इंटरेस्टेड है देन दे आर कॉल्ड एज इंटरेस्टेड डायरेक्टर्स. सो इन द मीटिंग इफ 2/3 या मोर देन 2/3 डायरेक्टर्स आर इंटरेस्टेड डायरेक्टर्स, एट दैट मीटिंग एटलीस्ट 2 डायरेक्टर्स शुड बी नॉन इंटरेस्टेड डायरेक्टर्स. देन adjournment of meeting for want of quorum. If quorum is not present in the meeting, unless the articles of the company provide it, the meeting shall automatically stand adjourned to the same day, same time and place in the next week, and if that day is a national holiday, till the next succeeding day which is not national holiday at same time and place. अगर मीटिंग में quorum present नहीं है तो ये मीटिंग ऑटोमेटिकली एडजर्न होती है, पोस्टपोन होती है same day, same time and place in the next week. So the quorum must be disinterested quorum. इसका मतलब है quorum जो है number of directors to whom we are considering as a quorum, ये directors कैसे होने चाहिए? disinterested होनी चाहिए, as well as quorum should be present throughout the meeting. ऐसा नहीं कि पहले half hours present है या last के half hour present है. The quorum should be present throughout the meeting. If the quorum is not present, the business transacted at such meetings become void. Students, we will stop here. In my next lecture, I will discuss on essential या requisites of valid meeting. Dear students, subscribe the channel to get new videos. Thank you.